This is an example of adding custom behaviors for which there is no default action in KHcontrol Stream Deck plugin. So you can see I've got a plane flying around here, and I've got Mission Planner, and of course I've got the plugin connected and my Stream Deck here. So the behavior I want to be able to add to the Stream Deck is landing gear. So you can see on my RC transmitter here, I've got landing gear down and then landing gear up. So let's see if we can add that to the KHcontrol plugin. So let's go over to the Stream Deck software. See, I've got my KHcontrol plugin here on the right. And the first way we're going to do this is with the command action. And I clicked the docs here and I went and read up on which command to use. And there's a mav command airframe configuration that can be used for landing gear. So let's find that in our list here. There it is, mav command airframe configuration. And then it's given us some little hints here. So landing gear ID, 0 for default, so let's use that. And then 1 for landing gear up. And you can see it's given a sort of guess of what the name should be, but we can do better than that. So let's go landing gear up. And then let's copy this because of course we want to put the landing gear down as well. Landing gear down, and then this should be 0 for landing gear down. So there we are. So we've got two actions added. So let's go back and just see if they work. So landing gear down and landing gear up. So that's one way we can achieve this. Let's go and have a look at one of the other ways. So that so far we used the command action. So let's have a look at the custom command action. So it's very much the same idea, but instead of sort of drop downs and hints, you have to go and work out the values yourself. So I know from my Mavlink spec that airframe configuration is 2520. And then we want the default landing gear, and then 1 is up. And again, it's sort of guessed at some text, but we'll see if we can do a better job. Landing gear up. And we'll copy that again. Landing gear down, but this time we need 0 here. So that's the custom command action. So it's the same idea, just with a few less sort of hints and drop downs. Let's go back and see if that works. So landing gear down and landing gear up again. And then the final way to do this is with the aux function action. So let's have a look at that. And this is the RGPilot aux functions, and I happen to know one of them is landing gear. So we go landing gear high, which is landing gear up. And then again, we'll copy that and do position low for landing gear down. So let's go and have a look at that. So landing gear down and landing gear up. So that's 3 ways we can achieve the same thing. And of course, they all work in parallel. You can use whichever way. However, my recommendation would definitely be to use the command action. So that's the first one we looked at. It gives the little drop down and it gives a few sort of hints, so you're less likely to put in the wrong value. If it's not possible by this method, say you want a value that isn't listed here, or you need a different parameter, or a command that isn't in the drop down, then you can use the command custom command action here. And if you can't find a Mavlink message using either the command or the custom command, then you can look at the aux function RGPilot functions. But as ever, because these are sort of custom commands, you definitely want to give them a test, on the bench or in the simulator to make sure that they do the thing that you're expecting before you go out and fly them. So yeah, thank you. That's custom actions in KHcontrol.